All right. Looking at area of sectors or circles and sectors. In order to do that, we need to know what a sector is. The definition is region bounded by two radii of the circle and their arc. So in this case, this highlighted part right here is a sector. Just like the unhighlighted part is also a sector. So you've got two parts. You'll always have two sectors whenever you're doing these problems. It may be small and big, shaded, unshaded, whatever they call it. You've got two of them that you're going to have to solve for. Now, the first thing we got to get is area formula. There's only one formula for area of a circle, pi r squared. Like circumference, we had two different ones. Area, we've only got one. So if I'm doing this first problem, that would be pi times 7 squared. If I wanted the exact answer,
you do 49 pi.
It would just be 49 pi.
Yeah.
If I want the rounded version, we would type that in the calculator and get, I think it's 153.9 if I remember right. All right. So exact, again, we're working with the numbers, put pi behind it. Decimal version, just type it in and see what you get. So when I come over to the second one, what's my radius? I got to do 17 divided by 2, so that's 8.5. All right, give me the exact answer for this. So what's the exact answer?
8.5 pi.
No.
Yeah.
What's 8.5 squared?
72.25? Yeah.
I didn't say you couldn't have a decimal. I said you can't round. So when I do 8.5 squared, I get 72.25. Well, there's the exact version. And then the decimal, or a better way of saying it, rounded version. What's the rounded version of this? No. 8.5 squared.
72.5. 70.3.
How much?
72.3.
Y'all, do 8.5 squared times pi.
Did you 26.9?
So 227, I think it's enough where it would be 227.
Coach Ryan, how's it hear our voices?
Microphone.
Where's it at?
Is it on now?
I didn't see it.
Is it on now?
Yes, it's on now. All right. On these, it's giving me the area and saying go back and find the radius. So I'm going to start with the formula like normal. It tells me that A is 217, so I'm going to replace that. Now I want to solve for the radius, which means I got to get it by itself. Pi's got to go, so I divide by pi. Double check me on this. I think it was 69.1 if I remember right in the other class. All right, but that's r squared. I'm supposed to find r, so I've got to square root both sides and get 8.3. Second and squared buttons.
That's like 5 circumference. Or like radius.
This is
Yeah.
find radius. All right, you should be able to do the other two then. All right, so for the second one, I'm going to say 65 equals pi r squared. Divide by pi. 20.7.
I got 4.5.
And then take the square root of that 20.7. The last one, same setup. Divided by pi here, you get 40.
41.1.
Square root that.
And then you got to multiply that by
All right,
2.
but again, it's asking me to find diameter. 6.4 is the radius.
You get
6.4 times 2 would be diameter, which is 12.8. We shouldn't have any trouble finding area or finding radius based off of area.
Hold on.
All right, copy the formula down. Should look very familiar. All right, these should look familiar because they are the same as the last formula with one minor change. The last one had arc length up here over circumference. Well, this has area of a sector over pi r squared. It's the same setup. Degree is always over 360. That doesn't change. The area of a sector, if that's what it says solve for, we're going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to replace the 2 pi r with the pi r squared. So degree over 360 times pi r squared if it says area of a sector. If it says anything else, we're going to do the top formula up there and do the proportion. All right, so this first one right here says find the area of both sectors. In other words, the little one and the big one. Well, RS is the little one. What is the rule if it says find the area of a sector? What did the last slide say?
Whatever pi r squared equals dash whatever.
If it says find the area of a sector,
You put the measure over 360.
degree over 360 times pi r squared. So this would be 63 over 360 times pi 5 squared. 5 is the radius in that problem. So all you got to do is type that in the calculator,
And you get that.
get your answer. What is it?
12.
No.
Five. 13.7.
All right.
I was close.
So 13.7 would be the area of the small sector. Well, then the other one is RPS, which in this case is the bigger sector. All right. I need the degree for the bigger sector. Well, it doesn't give it to me, so how can I find it?
360 minus 60.
If I do 360 minus the 63,
You get 297.
that tells me what's left in the rest of the circle. So 297 would be my new degree measure. The pi times 5 squared is not going to change. And we get
64.8.
all right, 64.8. Now, can anybody tell me a way that we can check and make sure we did that right?
Plug it in.
Do what?
I used to check it out all the time.
Answer this. What is the area of this whole circle?
360.
No, the area of the whole circle. Area formula, pi r squared. Pi times 5 squared is? Oh. All right. So the area of the whole circle is 78.5. We just said the area of these two sectors is this right here.
Make sure it adds up to 78.5.
So if these two things add up to 78.5, then that's a pretty good bet that we got the right answer.
That goes to 77. No, no, I'm true. 78.5.
And then it goes to
My
78.5.
bad, my bad.
All right, that one's yours.
Should I take my?
All right, give me the equation thing for the first one.
6 over 360
Pi 9 squared.
Answer?
75.
74.9, 75. I'm not going to argue about either one of those. ACB, that bigger area would be,
250.
again, where's the 254 coming from? I do 360 minus whatever the first angle is, and that tells me what my second one. Answer here.
179.5.
And again, if you want to check it, you find the area of the whole thing, check and see if these two things add up to equal that whole thing. Now, you may be off a little bit with some rounding, but it should be very, very close.
What?
For example, what's the area of the whole thing right here? Pi 9 squared.
254.5.
All right. What is 74.9 plus 179.5? 254.4. But again, it's a rounding issue. We're 1/10 off. That means you got it right. All right. Now, if I look at this one, what is it asking me to find?
Find area of point C.
Circle C.
Surface.
So I'm finding the area of the whole circle. which means I'm not doing area of a sector anymore. So I'm going to use the proportion.
Oh.
Now, it says find the area of the circle. Which one of these pieces is the area of the circle?
Oh, no.
In the formula here. Which one of those is area? Pi r squared is area. So I'm going to do like we did with the circumference problems before. I'm going to take out the pi r squared and put in the a. Everything else we should be able to fill in. Where is the area of the sector part going to come from? The 22 on the outside there. What always goes over 360?
The degree is
The
45.
degree, which in this case is 45. You should never mess up the degree part. Now it's just a proportion. You get 45a equals 22 times 360.
Can you do that in your head?
That, probably not. What is that one right there? 7920 divided by 45. 176.
I swear you just said.
Alright, so here we're doing area of the whole circle again. You should be able to set it up and solve it just like the last one. Give me the proportion that we would use.
6.4.
6.4.
Alright, 6.4 over a. We're going to take out the pi r squared and put in area since that's what we're looking for. Degree, always over 360. So 80 times a, 360 times 6.4. What is that?
23 or 4.
Alright, so 23 over 4 divided by that 80.
28.8.
Alright, any questions on finding area when it gives me that information?
It confused me because they said find area.
Of circle G. So that's the whole area versus a part. Alright, now what about this one when it says find the radius? What are we going to do, you think?
You gonna
Find the area of the whole thing, like we just did, and then use the area that we find
And you just plug in the
to find radius off of that. So do the same thing we just did, find area, then take the area you find and use radius, or find radius from that. All right, give me the first proportion we're going to use.
12.7 over a. 3.5.
All right, so I would say 105a equals 12.7 times 360, which is what? 4,000 divided by the 105, and a is, so I've got the area is 43.5. I'm supposed to find the radius, so I'll go back to the original area formula. So there's my 43.5 equals pi r squared divided by pi.
13.8.
So 13.8 is r squared. Square root 13.8.
3.6.